Welcome to Civil War Digital Digest. I'm Will. Today, let's continue our conversation about words in German that you might hear in a Civil War camp. So many soldiers, both North and South, either immigrated themselves from Germany or their parents or grandparents did, and German was still spoken in the home front. This language was taken to the battlefield in the campfire when these men enlisted in regiments, whether wholly German regiments or whether they joined the local regiment and took their culture with them. We're proud to be working again today with Andrew Houghtaling of the 9th Ohio, A Living History. Today, let's talk about some military terms and let's talk about some food terms that you'll hear in a camp. Join us.
The German language can be complicated, with variations in dialect and vocabulary present in communities just a few miles down the road from one another. Add over 160 years of distance and no standardization, and it becomes even more difficult. This is why we have made sure to use only period resources to identify these terms. The German words chosen are generally that of what we know as High German, with a few regional variations added in. They represent only a selection of what was likely a vast maze of German dialects that were spoken in the U.S. during the time of the Civil War. The squad, or detail. Der Trupp. Der Trupp. The rank. Das Glied. Das Glied. The file. Die Rotte. Die Rotte. To pitch tents. Die Zelte aufschlagen. The regiment pitches the tents. Das Regiment schlägt die Zelte auf. Das Regiment schlägt die Zelte auf. To strike tents. Die Zelte abbrechen. Die Zelte abbrechen. The private strikes his tent. Der Soldat bricht das Zelt ab. Der Soldat bricht das Zelt ab. Often, the German language uses words which are cognates of our own ranks. A cognate is a word which is similar or the same in both languages. These will be noted in the following examples. The private. Almost always, der Soldat. Der Soldat. The corporal. Most often with the cognate, der Korporal. Der Korporal. Sometimes also, der Gefreiter. Der Gefreiter. The sergeant. Der Unteroffizier. Der Unteroffizier. Also often seen with the cognate, especially when referring to a specific rank, for example, the second sergeant. Der Sergeant. Der Sergeant. The first sergeant. Often, der Feldwebel. Der Feldwebel. Also sometimes with the cognate, erster Sergeant. Erster Sergeant. The captain. Often, der Hauptmann. Der Hauptmann. Also often with the cognate, der Captain. Der Captain. The following ranks are generally expressed by their German cognates. Der Lieutenant. Der Lieutenant. Der Major. Der Major. The colonel. Der Oberst. Der Oberst. In the case of certain regional dialects, including Swiss, der Obrist. Der Obrist. The camp. Das Lager. Das Lager. Picket duty. Die Feldwache. die Feldwache. The picket. Der Vorposten. Der Vorposten. Or also with the cognate, das Picket. Das Picket. To be under arms, that is, mit Gewehr, is to be unter Waffen. Unter Waffen. To be in battle formation. In Schlachtordnung. In Schlachtordnung. The entrenchment. Die Verschanzung. Die Verschanzung. Entrenched. Verschanzt. Verschanzt. The prisoner. Der Gefangene. Der Gefangene. The flank. Der Flügel. Der Flügel. Can also be expressed with the cognate, die Flanke. Die Flanke. The hospital. Das Spital. Das Spital. Or the field hospital. Das Feldspital. Das Feldspital. The bridge. Die Brücke. Die Brücke. The river. Der Fluss. Der Fluss. The food. Das Essen. Das Essen. The bacon. Das Speck. Das Speck. The beef. Der Fleisch. Der Fleisch. The butter. Die Butter. Die Butter. The coffee. Das Kaffee. Das Kaffee. The letter. Der Brief. Der Brief. The package. Das Paket. Das Paket. The newspaper. Die Zeitung. Die Zeitung. The money. Das Geld. Das Geld.
Well, there you go. More of the German language brought to you through the eyes of a Civil War camp. Terms in the military and definitions of food. You've had a chance to look at the images and connect the words. Whether you're a living historian going to use this in the field or you have a love of German culture or Civil War history, we hope this gives you a greater connection to the experience of the American Civil War. We'll see you soon.